can you please join me on the stage? Khalil Shaban is the CEO of Berkeley Middle East, and she is handling a portfolio of $1 billion. She is very special to us. Stephen is from Switzerland, and he is very, very seasoned professional, working as a director and a partner for Berkeley Middle East Holding. We are very honored that you both are here. I would like to invite for the first award, Zulfikar Z. Gadiali, CEO, Private Office. Please welcome on stage. Your investment strategies are not hidden from us. You are a very famous person in terms of investment advisory. And Berkeley would like to acknowledge your efforts in the shape of the Most Innovative Investment Strategist Award. Mr. Afsar Mahmood, please, if you can join us on stage.
A very interesting anecdote I want to share with you. Once I was sitting in one of those Ramadan tents after iftar. In fact, 2 or 3 of the CEOs of other royal family office came up to me. So, the Zulfikar, what's your strategy for next 1 year? Where are you going to invest? Very heavy Arab accent. And I'm like, for what's your strategy? Well, I'm going to go to London after Ramadan, inshallah. I'm going to buy one of those hotels in central London, and I'm going to watch it grow. And I knew Brexit is coming very soon, or may not come up, but at least the sentiment is down. And I'm really wondering now, what's his strategy? Then he asked me, what is your strategy? I said, well, I flew 22 times across the world this year, especially to the US, and looked at 185 deals to close 25 deals on tech and investments in aerospace. And they were shocked. Wallah, you traveled 22 times? I said, yes, I did that. Because I'm not one of those lazy CEOs who will sit in the office and just buy one of the trophy asset and waste all the money and then look at a downside of 40% down on the valuations. So thank you for this award, because that the moment you said the most strategic and innovative investment, that thought came to my mind. And I think this is as a recognition for that. Thank you so much.
I would like to invite Mahmoud Al-Burai. He's a senior advisor to Real Estate Regulatory Agency of Dubai. Because of your initiative for United Nations and your advisory and your sustainability efforts for this country, Berkeley Middle East is honored to announce an award for you. That is the Sustainability Leadership Award. This is one of the most innovative, well-connected, inspiring business tycoon. I would like to invite Dr. Mustafa Sasa on the stage. We are so blessed that he is here. Whenever I see him, I feel a special love for him. I will invite our honorable guest, Susan Shaban, to be on the stage and join us. I would like to invite Mr. Ibrahim Abu Zaid to be on the stage. Either leaders are born or acquired, but I think that you are a born leader, and we are so blessed you to be here. And we would like to take this opportunity to award you for a legendary leadership award. Please have a big round of applause for the legendary leadership award.
Martine Bachmann. Martine Bachmann is a real man for the front. Before he has hit African ground, he had already successfully executed giant building projects like railways and highways in the steppes of Asia, or 7,000 mega power plants in the high mountains of Latin America. He was heading the active management division of one of the largest investment groups in Sub-Sahara Africa, with billions of capital. He managed a huge portfolio of private equity investments, which have been highly profitable for all investors and private clients. He was active all over the Sub-Sahara region in the infrastructure, industry, energy, real estate, mining, hospitality, and timber sector, all over through the industries.
This award title is the Best Post-Investment Implementer. Now we have several profiles. We shortlist, the jury sat, they have certain criterions, and we find Mr. Martine Bachmann the most suitable for this. In the business life, we need some key guys, key professionals, where the deal is not getting through and you have a lot of problems coming into. And there are always such dynamic people who solve all the problems that comes in the way of an organization.
Mr. Rolf Richard Keil. Actually, Rolf is an economist by education, but his passion is water. Over the time, he has gained an expert level of technical knowledge regarding sustainable water management. He has already got awards and has featured in Forbes and other magazines for his drive to realize the vision for an advanced and integrated, truly sustainable water management around the globe.
The most innovative problem solver, Mr. Rolf Keil. The guys traveled from Switzerland and they landed yesterday. We are so honored. The next award is the most influential investor, a real business tycoon, the most creative and most networked goes to Yasir Al-Marzouki. I would request you to please come on stage. Yasir is very dynamic investor. He's working all over the world. We have the consulate representative here from Nigeria, for Ghana, and they're really looking for an investor like you to help Africa. Thank you very much for being here.
Linda is a financial deal maker for SMEs, and a specialist in SME business advisory, champion for entrepreneurship and SDG goals.
Now, the most effective local supporter award goes to Linda. Please welcome her stage. She's coming from Kenya. She landed yesterday.
Mr. Pierre Heidebruck is a senior executive with over 30 years of successful track record for agribusiness operations and transactions in emerging markets. Today he is General Manager Agriculture and Food Production at Mohammed Omar bin Haider Holding, MOBH.
The most successful sower goes to Perry. Please join us on the stage. He is from Switzerland. He is servicing some business families, royal families in UAE. He is a great advisor for them.
We have here Mr. Adrian Leuenberger. He had several executive board positions in banks in Switzerland and Luxembourg, taking care of emerging markets. Then he focused on structuring and closing private equity transactions across Sub-Sahara African countries. He covered various different industries, ranging from agriculture to hospitality, healthcare, infrastructure to mining. With his creative skills in structuring highly complex transactions, Adrian has gained a deep understanding of conducting successful ventures in the Sub-Sahara Africa markets.
If we don't have a good finance and compliance in our companies, I think the business idea cannot grow, because nowadays, even after Federal Tax Authority, compliances, VAT, and other regulations are really important to follow. So most creative finance expert awards go to Adrian Leonberg.
Mr. Ibele Okeke, who is a multi-sector investment professional with specialist knowledge of principal investing, private credit, commodities investment, banking, global markets, and structured finance. He has spent the latter part of his almost 2 decades career in finance, investing, and executing transactions in emerging and frontier markets.
So the most successful investor award goes to Ibili. If really you want to learn something, he is here in the hall. He has an amazing achievements. So I would like to invite him on the stage.
Actually, no one can see me blushing, which is a good thing. I just want to say thanks for the recognition. We've been in the UAE for the last 10 years trying to build something special, which is the very first Africa-focused investment firm focusing on Sub-Saharan Africa and giving people comfort on putting money into Africa. So thanks very much for this award. In my own experience specifically, it's about being open. Typically, when you see an opportunity in Africa, you often have to do a lot of work, but you can actually turn the opportunity into a bigger opportunity. And what I mean is, if somebody comes up to you and says, "We want to finance, we want you to invest in a hotel," you might end up actually realizing it might make more sense to invest in a shopping mall plus a hotel and create something bigger out of that particular opportunity. So when you see something, don't necessarily turn it down, but turn it into what works for you. My other biggest passion is obviously risk management. So due diligence is the number one thing. Digging and digging and digging, making sure you know who you're doing business with. That's the most important thing, because when things go wrong, and they always will if you're investing for at least a 3-year to 5-year period, you need to know you're dealing with the right partners. And if you can't sort that out, don't even try the first step of investing. That's my biggest recommendation.